Hello everybody, time for another episode of What is in the Box. And today we're going to be looking at, of course, my favorite manufacturer, Tamiya. You aren't surprised, no doubt. And here's what we're going to take a look at today. We're going to look at the 1/35th scale Jagdpanzer 38T Hetzer Mitlere Produktion. What does all that mean? It means hunting tank or tank destroyer 38. T stands for Czech in German. The Hetzer there's some mystery, well, I don't suppose there's really mystery, but there is some curiosity surrounding the Hetzer label because it didn't exist during World War II. They just call it the Jagdpanzer 38T. Mitlere Produktion means middle production, by the way. Yeah, the Hetzer moniker, or the Hetzer name, was actually applied after the war. I'm not sure if the Allied called it that or what. I'm not sure where the name came from. Hendrick, actually, if you're watching, Hendrick, Hollywood Modeling, he may know, actually. But enough of that. Let's get to the kit. So, 2007 production, or kit. So this is not the latest. So it's a 7-year-old kit, but it's still new moldings, crisp Tamiya design as usual. No surprises. I would like to say that, oddly enough, this kit is discontinued in the current Tamiya catalog. Not sure why, but I find it readily available. Now, the example that I have before me now, I actually purchased from a Hong Kong dealer some time ago, back in either the late spring or early summer. And I also wanted to add that this review is by request from one of my subscribers. So thank you very much for supporting my channel. I'm going to try to do these whenever I can. So, what do we have? A beautiful box art. You have, of course, the German tank commander here wearing the beautifully designed Hugo Boss tunic. You gotta love that. We have additional box art representations of the vehicle, and we have a left side view, front and back view here with Tamiya color callouts. TS3 dark yellow, that would be a Tamiya spray, excuse me. XF61 dark green and XF64 red brown. This is the Light War ambush scheme, and it's showing you a dark yellow base, but I think actually correct would be a rust base, a rope brown base. Want more picture of the vehicle here. Here we have actually some photographs of the completed model. They look very nice. No complaints there. But enough of that. Let's look inside the box. What do we have? We have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 sprues. Not a ton of plastic. Traditional Tamiya one-piece tracks, but these are not the rubber band tracks of yesteryear. These are model cement friendly, and I do have to add that the detail on these tracks is quite good. I will definitely be using these for the build. Very simple decal sheet, and here are the instructions. Oh, that's nice. Nice little painting and marking guide. So let's take a closer look at what we have with the instruction sheet. So page 1 begins with a brief history of the vehicle. I'm not going to bore you reading that. Most of you guys out there know the World War II Hetzer vehicle. And this is in typical Tamiya fashion, fold-out booklet style instructions. No surprises, of course. That's what we come to expect from Tamiya. We begin with the construction of the lower hull, suspension components, and this is kind of a cool feature. I do want to show you this. I'm going to zoom in for you just a tad. If you look right there, Tamiya has been kind enough to include a jig so that you can properly line up the suspension, these leaf springs, during assembly. And I think that's a really nice feature, and I'm really grateful that they did that. So let me go ahead and zoom back out. So construction continues with the addition of the road wheels, rear plate with rear plate details. Now, link and link tracks are included in this kit, so they're nice enough to give you the option of the one-piece tracks, which are actually quite good, or you can do the length and link track so that you can model the sag a little better. I'll zoom in for you can see that. So you have the option on the tracks. The next step continues with the assembly of parts on the top of the upper hull, the fuselage, not fuselage, but superstructure rather. And then we continue with some moderate interior detail, filling in the sponsons and fenders through step 13. Step 14 is assembly of the muffler. And then here we have the fun part. We have the gun assembly, which was a Pack 39. Was a 7.5 centimeter. It was the same gun that was mounted on the Panzer IV and the Stug 3 and Stug 4, but it didn't have the muzzle brake, and I'm not sure why they chose to not have the muzzle brake. If you can see in the picture, it actually had a cap over the threads. Now you will see from time to time some running examples of the 38T that were in Swiss service, and they did actually attach the muzzle brake. I'm not sure why they did that. Here we have construction of the jack assembly, the MG34. By the way, this was a remote control mount, and I think one of the first of its kind ever in warfare. All the way to step number 20. And it does come with one crew figure. And that's it, the basic layout of the instructions. I spent enough time on that. It does come with a really nice painting and marking guide showing the ambush scheme. There are, let's see, how many variants? There's 2 variants showing the ambush scheme. They are a little different on these 2. Here's another variant. These look hard edge, so this would require masking. And if I'm not mistaken, Jay's work makes masks for this vehicle. This is kind of cool winter whitewash. I really like this variant. This is kind of cool. So, a really nice full color painting and marking guide. That's a nice little feature from Tamiya. Now let's take a look at the plastic. And I will be pulling these parts out of the bags for you so you guys can take a better look at them. Now, this sprue consists of the armored side skirts, the crew figure, rear hull, and fenders. And let's see if I can find something that might give us a little more contrast in viewing this. I don't see anything really handy at the moment. Let's zoom in a little. But, there's our crew figure. Nicely detailed uniform. I believe these are the drive housings here. Good detail. There's the Feldmütze, the cap for the tank commander. Nice detail on these back hull plates. No complaints there. Look very nice. Nice bolt and rivet detail. I think you can make that out there. And if you would, take a look at the fenders. Go ahead and set that down. See this nice rib texture here in the fenders. That's nicely done by Tamiya. Let's take a look at the next sprue. Let me go ahead and zoom back out. This next sprue is very simple. It consists of 2 pieces. The upper hull and the lower hull. And that's it. And there we go. Really nice bolt and rivet detail on the upper hull. You can see the fender detail there. Really nicely crisp molding. None of this plastic has any flash on it at all. You will notice that there is some really nice detail on the bottom of the hull, which is unusual for Tamiya. Some really nice bolt and rivet detail there as well. So that was the plastic on that sprue. Now the next sprue consists of the running gear and road wheels. There's some really nice looking detail here. These sprues are identical, as you can see. There are your link and link track assemblies. There are no, I checked them earlier, there are no ejector pin marks on those that have to be cleaned up. You just assemble them. They look great. Those are suspension components here. Road wheels get attached to these. And if you would, check out the bolt and rivet detail on the road wheels. They look really, really nice. There is the idlers, also nicely detailed. Now there, if you take a look here, is the jig that I called out in the instructions. There's that assembly jig for your suspension. That gets the geometry of the suspension correct during assembly, which I think is a really nice feature from Tamiya. And let's see what else. Just a mirror, 2 mirror sprues, all running gear. No complaints there. So let me go ahead and zoom back out one more time. And the last sprue, as part of this review. And this sprue is the mantlet, some of the Pioneer equipment. It does have some suspension detail. There's no, oh, there is really nice looking cast texture detail on that mantlet. You have to see this, it's beautiful. And by the way, there are polycaps included with this kit, which of course are used for the road wheel assembly, which make the road wheels easy to pop on and pop off, which of course give you the advantage of increasing the ease at which to paint. But I want to focus on this part right here, which is the mantlet. And I hope this camera will show you the detail. It's got beautiful, nice, let's zoom back out just a little, nice cast texture detail to it. I hope you can see that. I hope the camera has enough resolution to show it off. Yeah, but it's really nice looking cast detail on that. Now, and here's another, it's not a first for Tamiya, but it's greatly appreciated on my part. If I want to direct your attention to the gun barrel, and it is one piece, slide molded, no sanding. Yay! I'm all about that. So there's some really good looking detail on some of these suspension pieces over here. The tow cable is atrocious. I will probably replace that. There's the tow cable there. That's horrid. I'm not a big fan of styrene tow cables. And they do not include a string. But it lets you look at those two parts right there. Nice bolt and rivet detail. So, alright. Well, that concludes the plastic of the kit. The decal sheet is very simple, just like you see here. It consists of some Balkenkreuzes and some very, very basic numbers, so not a lot of decals to choose from. I think this is a good kit. It's a relatively new kit in that it's only 7 years old. Definitely a recommend on my part. If you guys are interested in looking for this, it's another one of those kits. If you find it at your hobby store, it's going to be expensive. I will direct you to some eBay dealers that I find in Hong Kong or Japan where this is still available. I haven't seen this kit at a US dealer in years. You might run into one, I don't know. But just wanted to share that. Thanks again, guys. I appreciate your support. Well, a ton of people have been entering the drawing this week. That should be fun. We'll be doing that Friday. Once again, I will be cutting off the drawing Wednesday night. My time, of course, Central Standard Time. But thank you for watching, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.